Chrissie Swan Show.
Hello, look, no promises that we're going to turn you on, but we're going to give it a red hot go, are we not, Jack?
We'll try.
Welcome to your Thursday show. I'm kicking it off today with something I've never done before. Now, two of the greatest things about this job. One is, my absolute favourite is giving away trips to overseas.
Yes.
For listeners.
Yeah.
That is my favourite thing. The second thing I love about this job, and I've loved it since the very first day that I started in regional radio, is the presents. And I make no apologies. I still have the freever.
Oh, the free shit.
The freever.
The best.
If anyone sends me something, I am so grateful for it. It has never gotten old. However, most of the stuff I have a use for.
Yes.
I have been sent something extraordinarily beautiful, but I have no use for it. I received a beautiful package from Disney, a company I love.
Have they released their own red wine?
They haven't.
Red wine glasses?
No, this is not of interest to you either.
Damn
Jack.
it.
I know. There's no Disney tequila. So I was sent the most magnificent gift. There has been
wow.
I know. There's been a magical collaboration between Camilla, the extraordinarily talented Australian fashion designer, and Disney. She has released a magnificent Disney-themed garment. I received it. I saw it. I appreciate its magical beauty, but I would never wear it. I saw the label. The label says, let me get my Specsavers glasses here.
It's a full caftan, because she's the queen of the caftan, isn't she, Camilla?
Yes, it is. Look, it's got diamonds on it.
Wow.
It's got beautiful retro pictures of Snow White and little bluebirds. I mean, it's utterly magical.
Chica Keyboard would wear that.
Everybody would wear it. This
Full.
is the thing.
Yeah.
Look at the price tag. Can you please read out what the price is for this thing?
Oh my God, it's $1,299.
Now, I saw that price tag and I thought, it's not about the money.
Money.
No, I thought this is going to be a very special thing for a massive Disney fan. And I want it to go to the biggest Disney aficionado that we have currently listening to the show.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
I've just been trying on this amazing Camilla Disney collab gown.
Yes, head to our Instagram at the Chrissie Swan Show if you'd like to hear a full QVC Chrissie moment
Go
of
and have a
Chrissie
look.
running through the caftan.
Now, if you're just joining us, I couldn't bear to just put this in my wardrobe, and I don't know any massive Disney fans.
No.
So I've hatched a plan to give it to one of my beautiful Chrissie Swan Show listeners with this.
Chrissie's Disney Die Hard.
Are you a Disney diehard, Jess?
I am obsessed, and my kids are forcibly obsessed as well. It is crazy.
Have you ever been to the happiest place on earth, Disneyland?
No, we're saving to go there on our honeymoon to Disney Sea and Disneyland without the kids, and I'm excited for the Beauty and the Beast ride so much because it's amazing.
Oh my God. Without the kids to Disneyland, you really are a massive fan, Jess.
Yes, I am.
All right, you are officially one of our players. You are going up against Georgia. Hello, Georgia.
Hi.
What is your favourite Disney film?
Lilo and Stitch.
That is a controversial choice, my friend.
But a great one. I feel like that's the most sophisticated Disney film, Georgia.
It's very slept on.
It is. I also see here that you love Tangled and Frozen. I'm a massive Frozen fan. But I watched The Jungle Book this weekend. It's 200 years old and still magical. And I said to my son, who I was watching it with, 12 years old, he put it on. And I said, oh, I love The Jungle Book. I didn't know you loved The Jungle Book. He goes, are you kidding me? It's The Jungle Book. All right, Jess and Georgia, one of you is going to walk away with this amazing $1,300 Camilla Disney dress.
Now,
okay?
this quiz is going to work much like Chrissie's Quizzy, Jess and Georgia. It's the first person to get 3 questions correct, okay?
Your names are your buzzers. Give them a test, girls.
Jess, Georgia.
Okay. A little bit more enthusiasm, please. This is a really big deal.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Georgia.
Let's all relax with a bit of Saranya! All right, let's go. Speaking of, who composed the music for The Lion King?
Jess.
Yes, Jess?
Elton John.
Correct.
1 point to Jess.
Who is the main character in The Hunchback of Notre Dame? Yes, Jess?
Quasimodo.
Yes.
2 points to Jess. Jess, you are 1 question off the win. Come on, Georgia, I still believe in you.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. All right, let's go to the water, shall we? Who is the villain in The Little Mermaid?
Jess. Ursula.
Jess, it's Jess.
Jess?
Ursula.
Yes, it is Ursula, and Jess, you have won this amazing Camilla Disney frock worth $1,300. I am going to send it to you, but good news for you, Jess. Guess what else came in that package?
Do you mean for Georgia?
Georgia. Guess what else, Georgia? A magnificent, pure silk, diamanted, snow whitey, incredible scarf with tassels. And that one has a price tag of $200, my friend, and I'm packaging that up in an express post envelope for you straight away. We're all winners.
Georgia, are you happy? You still win something.
Hey, sorry, I was zoned out.
Oh my God.
Okay, don't worry about it. We'll keep it. You
Lord.
are both in the draw for Nova's 10K a day in May as well.
Oh my God, let's set the hyenas on her. She's
Thanks
zoned
to
out.
Liberty. Seriously, be better, Georgia.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Need a doctor today? Skip the waiting room. Speak to an Instant Scripts doctor online. Visit instantscripts.com.au. Managing your health made easy with Priceline Pharmacy.
Learn more at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Jack, we need to talk about I was today years old when I found out something.
Yes, I love when we play this game. 13 24 10 if you'd like to join in, by the way.
Have we got some prizes? Can we raid the cupboards somehow?
There's stacks there. I believe there's still a soda stream there, Swanee.
Oh
We've
my
got
God.
movie passes, and more importantly, we'll put you in the draw for Nova's 10K a day in May, thanks to Liberty.
Excuse me, maybe I should get into the soda stream now that I cannot have Diet Cokes anymore due to
is
inflammation.
A fantastic alternative. How have we not thought of this?
Will you teach me how to use it, though? It's
Yeah.
maybe beyond my capabilities. Hopefully, I am today years old when I learn how to use a soda stream.
We can do that.
Who's going first here?
You go first.
Do you know how maple syrup is made? Because I only found out very recently, and can I tell you, my synapses were blown.
Well, I mean,
If I put a gun to your head, how would you say?
my guess would be that it comes from a maple tree.
Yes.
Is that your I was today years old?
Yes.
Surely not.
I have been eating maple syrup and loving it sick for years. But I thought, the first time I ever tried maple syrup was at the Pancake Parlour on a short stack with whipped butter. And I thought it was made like topping, sugar and flavouring and stuff. I thought it was that, like Ice Magic or caramel topping. I thought it was that. I didn't know it was a natural thing like honey.
So you never categorised it with the likes of honey?
No.
Because to me, it was always just the same. So I just assumed it was from a maple tree.
Well, all right. That is not your today years old. It is mine.
Sorry, I will respect that.
When someone told me, I was shook and I had to Google. People put like a tap into a tree. Yeah. And then Tom's
laughing as well.
Tom is laughing.
I don't like to laugh and make people feel bad about what they say, but
Actually, for real right now.
Did you know it too?
Yes.
Did you also know that a tiger is not a female lion? I only just found that out. They're two separate animals.
Babe, a lioness is a female lion.
Yes, I know that now, but I didn't.
wow. Well, look.
Anyway, enough shaming.
I know, I don't mean to shame you, but I'm
From
sure
you
there's
too.
about maybe 2 people in their cars across Australia that's learnt from you today. So I think I should take over I was today years old with what I've learnt. Last night, Swanee, the Met Gala inspired me to finish Sex in the City, the old school Sex in the City.
I love that you've been saving that, and that is a whole other phone topic.
I have been saving the final episode when Carrie is in Paris because
From like 20 years ago.
From 2004.
Oh my God, amazing.
I didn't want it to be over because I've enjoyed the last year watching it.
Hard relate.
Anyway, the final episode I'm waiting for that emotive moment with a song and you see her strolling down New York City.
Yeah.
And a song comes on and I'm like, hang on. This is from 2004, this episode, and this song that I'm hearing is from 2009. And then I was like, wait, that's not Florence Welsh
No,
of
it
Florence
is
and the
not.
Machine fame.
No, it is not.
It is The Sauce featuring Candy Staton. I thought You've Got the Love was Florence's original song.
That is a very easy mistake to make, and you'll notice that I am not shaming
You're
you
not.
for your ignorance.
Because this is a good I was today years old. Yours was weird. But you've got to agree, Swanee, Florence made this her own.
I mean, far be it for me to say that a cover is better than the original, but I do believe Florence owned that.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
We are playing a round of I Was Today Years Old.
Do you want to do yours again, Swanee?
Yes, I do actually,
Shoot.
because I cannot be alone in this. I only just found out that maple syrup is basically tree sap. It is a natural product like honey. It's
Yeah.
not made in a lab like, caramel topping. I just had no idea.
I can't believe you, Chrissy Swan, didn't know that. The queen of the kitchen.
I know.
I'm very... And you love honey on toast as well.
I love honey. I love maple syrup. I eat it all the time. I often wondered how it could be organic.
Yeah,
I buy the
yeah.
organic stuff and I'm like, oh, how can it be organic if it's made in a lab like topping? No, people put a tap inside a trunk of a tree.
Nuts.
Jade, what have you just learnt?
That decaf coffee has no caffeine.
I mean,
I
look,
thought it had. I thought it had a little bit.
yeah, I thought it had a little bit too.
No, that's the whole point.
No, but I feel like they can't get it all out, Jade.
Yeah, like maybe.
See,
It's definitely called decaffeinated, so it's right there in the name. I probably should have worked that out.
it's right there in the name. It is. But I do suspect that there is still a tiny bit in it. I think you're right there.
All right, I'll take it.
No, I don't think there is. That's the whole point.
I think there is. There's got to be a Google in it. There's got to be a Google
Look,
in it.
Jade, I'm surprised you didn't know that, but it's not as bad as Chrissy's with maple syrup.
Excuse me,
And-
can you
Well, I
please...
just want to come to her defence on that.
Yes.
'Cause there is maple-flavoured syrup that is not maple syrup from a tree.
That's
It is
right.
synthetically made.
That's right, Jade.
But it's inspired by maple syrup, which comes
It
from a
is,
maple
but it-
tree. Jade,
but
do you want me to
it's
give you a
not-
prize or not?
Yes, you do, Jade.
I'm going to send you a double pass to see Abigail in cinemas now, and you're also in the draw for Nova's 10K a day in May.
Natalie,
Amazing,
what did you only just come to learn?
So I was today years old when I found out that the human body is made up of 80% water.
Okay, so at what context did this factoid appear?
It appeared, I'm actually a nurse, surprise. And yes, I found this fact out at work by one of the doctors.
And what was your face? Were you like, what?
I just sort of kept quiet.
Yes, that is the natural reaction when you suspect that everybody knows this.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
what are we giving Natalie for showing her vulnerability?
Natalie.
It's a big deal to say you don't understand something, Jack.
I know, I kind of wish Natalie had gone in and told a patient just to really worry them about who's looking after them. Natalie, we're going to send you a Priceline Pharmacy voucher and you're also in the draw for Nova's 10K a day in May.
Courtney, what did you just find out when you were today years old?
Hi, guys. I was today years old when I found out that Anne Frank and Martin Luther King Jr. were actually born on the same year.
I love these ones because in our minds we imagine one is much older than the other.
Yeah, absolutely. So historically, you just go, oh, yeah.
So who did you think was further back in history, Anne Frank or Martin Luther King?
I feel like Anne Frank, just because she's younger for some reason. But
Me
then,
too.
Yeah.
I thought that she was from 200 years ago. But she's not. See how supportive I am of people that are learning
but
things?
This is a good I was today
Thank
years
you for
old.
being so supportive.
1929. No, well done, Courtney. And we're going to send you a SodaStream Art Sparkling Water Maker, and you're also in the draw for Nova's 10K
And if you
day.
think about
Oh,
it,
God, thank you,
if you think
God.
about it, of course that makes sense. But sometimes we just don't think about it.
No, totally. You don't go and investigate.
Correct, Michael. Let's finish with you. What were you today years old that when you found out?
Hey guys, so I was today years old when I found out that broccoli is actually man-made. I think it's genetically mutated from the cabbage family.
What?
What?
Yeah, I didn't believe it when they told me either. The boys were talking about it at work. I'm actually vegetarian, so it's something I probably should have known. But apparently, it's a food that was mutated from cabbage and is or the cabbage family and has some added nutrients to it.
Oh my God!
Have you done some research on this, Michael? I don't know if I believe it.
Yeah, I googled it too because I didn't believe it, and
it is true. So, oh my God! What?
That's so cool. Also, broccoli's like my favourite vegetable.
Broccoli's like the cavoodle of the vegetable world.
It is. Hey, Michael, because yours was sort of garden-like, we're going to send you a Wolf Garten compact gardening gift pack, and you're also in the draw for Nova's 10K a day in May.
Oh, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
But in the meantime...
Chrissie's Clickbait.
Now, this is the news that'll affect you, Hollywood Jack, because I know that you love the block. And I know that you love the new judge that stepped in while Neil Whittaker took some time off to look after his ailing partner, David.
The great Marty Fox has been sort of filling in for Neil.
You love Marty Fox.
You're making out like I'm in love with him. I just really rate the dude because I feel like we've got someone on that show now. This is going to sound really insulting to the rest of them. Hang on, let me just think about how I'm going to word this. I feel like we've got someone that's working in the industry at the moment with IRL
Real estate
yes,
specifically.
Real estate specifically.
I think that is a very salient point.
Yes.
But Neil Whittaker has taken to social media to say that it is no secret that he is not involved in this series and that Marty Fox has stepped in for last series. They're currently filming at Phillip Island, and I stand corrected. Apparently there are no flies there, even though I have absolutely thrown a slur on the entire region. And he said that he stepped back. Marty Fox has stepped in last season. Marty Fox has stepped in this season, and it's going to be a permanent fixture.
Right. Neil was fantastic on that show, but he did it for so long. He deserves a little bit of a spell.
Can I tell you, I was so surprised to hear that it was 13 years. Wow. 13 years.
It's a long time.
That is extraordinary. Also, I was today years old when I realised that last season of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Guess how many years?
10.
10.
I know. Because I remember 2014 was when you were on it.
Don't bring that up. I do not have enough money in the world for the therapy that it takes to get through that.
I wonder if Neil will start singing with Shayna. They should do a duet now that he's got some time.
She's released a new album.
I know.
It's a really big deal. Now, the Kardashians.
Yes.
There has been a new trailer released for the new season. It is very exciting. Mainly for me, because that's all I'm going to see of the season.
Season 5, you're not going to watch Swanee?
I just am. I'm a showbag kind of girl.
Yeah.
It's enough for me, and I'm sure I'm not alone.
Should we enjoy some of the trailer?
You know, time poor mother. It is enough for me to watch trailers. That's my fix.
Kylie just made me wait for an hour for her to do a photo shoot.
Whatever!
And now we are finally
It's
on our
Fashion
way.
Week!
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Everyone just has a different idea of what success is.
My actress era.
Have you talked to Chloe about this? No, because she's just very judgmental.
You feel like you're managing anxiety better in your life?
I want to say something. I watched the show back, and I'm just I talk about the same thing over and over again.
You do.
But I'm not boring. And ask any one of my best friends. I am a good time.
Is that one that I don't like? The
Kendall.
boring one? Oh, no, that's Kendall. Kendall's all right.
She's okay, but she kind of is boring. Anyone that has to say I'm not boring is boring.
Well, what does that other one say?
I know.
Courtney. What does she say? Is she even in this series?
Yeah, she is. She just seems miserable as ever. But a little bit of a vibe change in the trailer, Swan. Usually it's Kim and Chloe ganging up on Courtney, but it seems like Kim and Chloe have somewhat turned on each other.
It feels like Christmas Day for you, doesn't it?
I love me some Kardashians.
Can you take me through? I know that we're running out of time and we've got to get to the next bit. But can you take me through your Kardashian...
Do you know what it is?
Schedule, your routine when it's on?
I think, it's just every Thursday night or whatever night it is. I just sit alone. I light a really expensive candle, and that's my therapy. My best mate Christina says, you don't know how to switch off. You don't know how to be in a zen area. And I'm like, well, I do. It's at 7 p.m. on a Thursday night when the Kardashians are on, and that's my hour of chill.
I need to talk to you about something I saw on your socials today.
What?
Have you entered your Pilates era?
I'm also in my Pilates era. I'm loving it, Swanee. Everyone should do Pilates. It's the best. And I used to be a dancer, so I'm somewhat coordinated, but it's a full workout. Like, it's hard.
It is. And
do you want to come one day?
You're a sweet kid.
This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
Hello, rolling into 3 o'clock. And earlier on in the show, when we kicked off at 2 p.m, I told you two of the things that I love the most about my job. And one is giving away free trips to America or overseas, whatever. The second one is free stuff. And the third one is, it's been a joy of the last 20 years for me, interactions on the street.
Yes.
With people that listen to my show and now my podcast, etc. I want to apologise to the woman that stopped me today. I was walking to the Priceline Fragrance sale.
Yeah.
And I've got this to show you because it's amazing and it's $54. It's never on sale. It's Jimmy Choo Flash. Anyway,
Great bottle.
I bought it for myself for Mother's Day because why wouldn't you?
Duh.
But I just spent the morning with a friend who's had some really sad news. And in the parlance of our times, I am an empath.
Yes.
So if people tell me sad things, I take that on as if it's happened to me.
Yeah.
It's a real problem.
Yeah, you should speak to your therapist about that.
I know, there's a lot of things I need to talk to my therapist about, but I was really in my head and I was walking, which is, a gift to myself. And a woman stopped me and she said, "Oh my God, I can't believe it. I've been looking for you in the wild for years and I've just come across you and I just thought if I ever saw you, I would tell you how much of a fan I am of your work and how much I love your show on Nova." I burst out crying. I burst out crying right there in front of the pizza restaurant.
I kind of love that, though, because she gets peak real chaotic Chrissie.
And I just said, "You've got no idea what that means to me today at this point." She was like, "All right, lady. All right, I'm going to call an ambulance for you."
13 11 14 is Lifeline's number, Chrissie.
Please don't be horrified if you see me on the street and I weep. It is, it's part of the deal.
It's perfectly normal.
All right. Also part of the deal is a bum bag. I've got mine on. Do you want one? Let's do Quizzy.
And there is also a slow cooker inside that bum bag this week.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
You know how to fix the chill in the air.
Quizzy?
Bum bag and a slow cooker.
Chrissie's Quizzy.
Name a more iconic duo than a bum bag and a slow cooker from Green Pan.
The best.
Oh, why?
Hey, I know how to make it a trio, Swanee. This studio right now smells like that Jimmy Choo fragrance you've been speaking about. And I'm not just saying this. That smells elite. And I'm a fragrance snob.
I know you are.
That is a really good fragrance for $50.
It's a really hot tip. It's never on sale, and it's on sale at the moment before Mother's Day. Anyway, we digress. Kate, hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This morning I had a real win. I was at the supermarket and in that magnificent cabinet that says "for quick sale," which is my favourite, was little chopped up slow cookie bits of beef.
Ooh.
So I'm going to make a beef stew this week that my children will not eat. But you can do the same if you walk away with this amazing slow cooker, Kate.
Perfect. That sounds just right for my family.
Loz, you are from Doncaster, which is the suburb that I was taken home to when I was born. How are you?
I'm well, Chrissy. How are you?
Now, I'm going to ask you a question that I ask everybody that's from Doncaster. I'm going to name the street. I'm going to name a couple of streets. No, I'm going to name one street, and you're going to say you've never heard of it. It's almost like Brigadoon. Have you heard, or do you live close to, Woodley Street?
I have heard of it, Chrissy.
Wow.
That is a first.
That is.
That has been 50 years of me asking that question and no one has heard of it. All right, Kate v. Loz, your names are your buzzers. There's 5 questions here, but the first of you to get to 3 wins the amazing Green Pan slow cooker and a bum bag from me. Question number 1. The Kardashians have dropped a trailer for their upcoming season on Disney+. Can you tell me what number season they're up to? Yes, Loz?
Season 5.
It is season 5. Are you a massive fan?
Not really.
Hey, what's your favourite level at Shoppo, Doncaster Shoppo?
It's so chaotic.
Ooh, it is the Betty's Burgers sushi pretzel level.
Yes, me too. And like Rebel Sport, and then just around the corner, the dumpling place, the yum cha place.
Question number 2.
Chestnut is a shade of which colour?
Kate.
Yes, Kate.
Brown.
Correct.
One each.
Question number 3. Billy Joel is celebrating his 75th birthday today. Well done, Piano Man. Name one song of his.
Right.
Yes, Loz.
Uptown Girl.
You living in a uptown world. Street guy. I bet her mama never told her. Why do you know this one, Jack?
Absolutely.
Oh, you do? Hey, for an extra point, of which I am absolutely not authorised to give, can either of you tell me who featured in that clip?
Kate.
Yes.
Loz.
Yes, Kate?
Christy Brinkley.
Yes, God, the heady days of when love was real.
Okay, this question, you are now both tied with that extra point. This question is for the win, ladies.
Name the block judge that has confirmed they will...
Loz.
Yes,
Kate.
Loz?
Neil Whittaker.
Correct. Jeez, you're up on it. You obviously subscribe to who.com.
Or Chrissy's clickbait, even.
Yes, indeed. You are walking away, Loz, with a green pan slow cooker. You are going to love it. Sick. It has none of the nasties in it. No BFAs or whatever they're called.
Non-stick and PFA free.
PFA free.
And you are both in the draw for Nova's 10K a day in May, thanks to Liberty. Next, because it's Thursday, we're doing sweeping statements.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Jamie Rowe, who was a friend of ours, was just listening and said, you guys are peak crazy today. And to prove that, I just tried to put my headphones on, but they were stuck around the chair.
Oh, no, Swan.
Let's play a round of this.
Swan's sweeping statements.
It's Thursday, and that means one thing. We have the phones open for your unpopular opinions. 132410, give us a call. I'm kicking things off with a very controversial opinion, and I'm feeling brave about this because I've gone out on a limb with the Tortured Poets department, and I've picked an album track from the second drop, and nobody really knows it, and it's called Robin, and I'm backing that in. And I've got a newfound confidence, right? That is my favourite track off the album.
Yep.
Every track is great, but that is my favourite.
It's your go-to.
Now, my favourite band from the 80s, I use that term loosely, no instruments were played. Group. My favourite group from the 80s is Wham.
Yes.
Right. And I'm an aficionado. Most people think, oh yes, Wham, their best song is Last Christmas. And I hear you, I get that. Then they say, no, it's not Last Christmas, it's Wake Me Up Before You Go Go.
Basic.
And I just listen very politely because in my mind I know what the best Wham song is. And it is Edge of Heaven. Let it play, Jackie. Me. Just really let it get into your bones. Wait till it kicks off, man. All of this is great. It's pure George. Me to the edge of heaven. Come on.
This just reminds me of you and your sister dancing by your pool. I love it.
What a song. It is the best Wham song. Do not at me. It is not open for discussion. All right?
Yeah.
I love how you're like, sure.
Hey, I know my field of expertise and Wham is not it, and I agree that's an absolute tune, Swanee.
Thank you,
trust your opinion.
Thank you. What is your sweeping statement
My
today?
sweeping statement is that close friends on Instagram should be a mutually agreed on feature. Because at the moment...
Talk me through it.
So on your close friends, it's the green one.
Yes, I don't have any.
No, so I do. I've got like a select, maybe 100 or just over 100 group of close friends. You're on it.
I know, and every time I see one that's green, I think, oh, he really likes me.
Of course I do, Swanee. And I sometimes think, I wonder if there's people on there that don't want to be on there. Like
Great
the other day,
question.
our boss, Sarah, said to me, oh, who are you rolling around in bed for? Because I put up an Instagram story in bed. I was like, oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't have my boss on my close friends. But Sarah's like a friend. I should.
That's so great.
But it's like, she should be able to remove herself from my close friends. And then sometimes, Swanee, people put me in their close friends. I'm like, I don't really care. I don't care what you're doing. I should be able to remove myself from it. I feel like it needs to be a mutually agreed on thing. A feature that you both have to approve.
I agree. It's the equivalent in high school. Someone going, do you want to go out with me? Not that that ever happened to me, but...
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We are halfway through sweeping statements.
Swan's sweeping statements.
I have really put my neck out there and I said the best Wham song is Edge of Heaven. And I stand by it. And you've said being someone's close friend on Instagram, which means that they can see private stuff that you don't want everyone to see.
Yeah, specific stories.
It needs to be a mutual agreement. It needs to be a communicated article.
I think you should both have to tick approve to be on one another's.
And also, I feel like, someone should also tell me how to do that. We have got Rihanna. Hi, Rihanna.
Hi, Jag. How are you guys?
Hi, darling. Now, what is your sweeping statement?
My sweeping statement is I think country music sucks. Like, they don't really sing about really cool stuff. It's always about the farm and the tractors and yeehaws, and it just sounds all the same.
Yeah. Have you noticed, though, that country music is moving away from that kind of I lost my dog and my wife and I'm drunk all the time sort of narrative, and now it's like it's on Nova. There's country music on Nova talking about stuff that isn't a naughty dog.
Okay, don't get me wrong. I think that Dasher by Austin song, or the other way around, it's okay. But even I can't get around the new Beyonce music. It's just so different. I'm sorry.
I know. Look, I hear you. It is different, but see, I love country music. Always have.
Oh, okay.
Like old school.
So you'd be here for the resurgence that it's currently having then?
Well, I'm a bit of a snob.
Right. So
I'm a bit of a snob. I like old school country and western.
Yeah.
Like, Dolly Parton and Tammy Wynette and, Linda Ronstadt did some great country. Old school Patsy Cline.
Whereas now...
Hank Williams.
We've got like Morgan Wallen, last night we let the liquor talk.
Yeah, I feel like that's not quite right, but you do you, boo. Hey, Melissa, what is your sweeping statement?
Hi, Chrissie. How are you?
Good, darling.
I wanted to say that I listen to your show every day. I absolutely love you.
Melissa, did you happen to be the woman that stopped me on the street this morning to say that same thing and then I burst out crying right in her face?
No, it wasn't me, but I've been calling for months and months every time you have Your Money Can't Buy Chrissie Swan bum bag, and I can never get through.
Guess what, Melissa? I'm going to give you one. I'm feeling so dangerous today. I'm going to send it to you, my darling.
Oh, my God. I absolutely love you.
It is on the way to you. Now, what is your sweeping statement?
Okay, my sweeping statement is I think it's absolutely atrocious how teenagers are wearing socks on slides.
Don't look at my Instagram story from this morning, Melissa.
Since when did that become a thing, honestly?
Melissa, so here's the thing. Does your age start with a 4 or a 5 in front?
A 4, yes.
A 4. Okay, so this is what happens when you get to be in your 40s, is that all of a sudden things that are new become very negative. And Melissa, what I want you to do is think of yourself in the 90s. Were you teasing up your fringe? Were you wearing jumpers around your waist? And did your elders shame you for that?
Well, I remember wearing those fluoro parachute pants.
Yes, and what did the olds think of that? They were like, why are you wearing those bloody pants?
No, I don't remember because
Well.
back then it was in, but I can understand what you're saying. I just think it looks bad.
But Melissa, socks and Birks are in. I feel like if it's styled well, on some people it looks a bit but I feel like if you wear it well...
To me, look, I'm with you, Melissa. To me, it looks like the exact outfit I wear when it's 11 p.m. and I've run out of milk and I've got to go to the servo and I just throw anything on.
I've seen people go to special occasions like weddings and engagements and they're wearing a beautiful gown and then they wear open-toe sandals with stockings.
Yeah. That's me at the Logies. But anyway, Melissa, Chloe, what is your sweeping statement?
Hey, I'm going to tell you something, and every time I say it, people, unhinge their jaws at me. I think seafood is severely overrated.
I love this so much. Does it involve fillets of fish, or is it specifically crustacea?
No, all of it. Literally, just all of it is it's so bad. It makes my skin crawl.
Chloe, have you tried a really good oyster?
I once had a prawn at a Christmas party and I started crying.
You're in the draw for Nova's 10K day in May, Chloe, thanks to Liberty.
God, I love it.
Let's really quickly finish with Felicity Swan.
Felicity, what is your sweeping statement and is Jack ready for it?
I'm not.
Hi, Chrissy. Love the show.
Thanks,
mine
Felicity.
is that I just don't get why people think there's nothing wrong with walking barefoot in public.
Hang on a minute. You think it is a very bad thing, or you see no problem with it?
Depends on the situation. If it's in a shopping centre, I think it's a no-go, but around the beach and parklands and stuff like that, you know, getting yourself into nature, that's okay. But
Jack feels Jack feels very seen, and he agrees with you that there is no place for bare feet in a shopping centre.
Anywhere, ever.
Disgusting.
Cover them.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
For the last time today,
Chrissie's clickbait.
I nearly broke my fingers sending this information to you today, Jack. Now, everybody's talking about Baby Reindeer. It is a series on Netflix about a stand-up comedian that is stalked by a woman that purports to be a lawyer but clearly is not. If you haven't seen it, absolutely put it on your agenda for this weekend. There has been a new article about this series every single day since it was released.
Yep.
The real identity of the female stalker has been revealed as a woman. The real life Martha is a woman called Fiona Harvey. And I was very excited to see this article. Piers Morgan, who is one of the worst human beings who's ever drawn breath. But I'll forgive him for this because he is sitting down with the real-life Baby Reindeer stalker, Fiona Harvey. She wants to have her say and set the record straight. Now, the interesting vibe about the ensuing articles is this actually the stalker?
I reckon it is, Swan, because
people are questioning.
I think it would be, because even the photo of her, I just get my psychic vibe. It's giving Martha. Like, I feel like this is the woman that Richard Gadd has based Martha on.
The sad thing, I agree, but the sad thing about this is I have the same jacket that Crackers woman is wearing, and I obviously never can wear it again.
Ever.
So we are going to be fully across this interview.
Yeah.
It's dropping overnight, but don't worry, you don't have to watch it. Listen to the show tomorrow and you will get the absolute showbag version.
Cannot wait.
Now, great news. I'm going to do this very quickly. Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie are teaming up again for a new show. Their original reality series was one of the greatest things that television has ever brought to my eyes.
The Simple Life, was it?
The Simple Life. It was magical.
And those two together back then was so great. I feel like Nicole has evolved more than maybe Paris has. I feel like Paris's character is still somewhat similar.
I disagree.
Really?
I think they're both super, super interesting women.
And I love them.
And they have both changed and morphed into people that I want to hear from.
I hope they're still a little bit ditzy though, Swanee.
I hope so too.
Because that's all of the fun of it. And I hope Paris whips this out.
And if she makes the lasagna out of utensils that she's never seen before, mwah, chef's kiss.
Even better.
We are out of here. See you back at the same bat time tomorrow, 2:00. See you then.
Bye.
Now check this out.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.